What is up, everyone? Welcome to Gridiron Chat, presented by We Are Lions Nation podcast. We are going to go over a few things in the news for the NFL, take a look at the playoff picture, and much more. Got a huge panel of people coming in tonight to talk some football with us. Going to be a good show. First off, though, before we bring everybody in, just an announcement. No stat man tonight, under the weather, so he will not be here with us, but probably will be here in the comments. I just seen a comment coming from, so he'll be here in spirit and comments. We got Smoking JB in the house.
What's up?
And the one and only Dan.
Yeah, no funny names. Dan. Andy's no fun.
Well,
all right.
I'll bring in our first guest, JB, because I know who he is. So I'll bring him in. Well, I know two of them. So I'll bring in two and I'll let you get the rest. How about that?
Okay.
We got Big Dan in the house. Bring in Big Dan. What's up, Big Dan?
Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing tonight?
Great night to talk football.
It is.
Hell yeah. That's what I say.
We got the one and only. It's been a little while, but Detroit Dom is in the house.
Bungles.
What's up?
Bungles.
All right.
The only team in the NFL with a longer playoff win drought than our Lions. Bungles.
We also have Woody, the Bears fan.
There he is, Woody.
What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yes, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you do.
All of them.
Happy it is.
Why is the front of your bucket hat like the front half of a rectangle?
Because I got a big head.
Next up, we got a Dolphins fan, Dewan Newby.
Hey, everybody.
Dolphins.
What's up?
Hey, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, everybody.
Dolphins.
And then we got Patriots Mafia coming in as a Patriots fan, evidently.
Patriots Mafia? What the hell is that?
Hey, we're not Bills Mafia over here.
I believe that says Patriots Media.
Yes, this is Patriots Media.
Oh, I can't read it from here.
Yeah, put your body.
Even with my glasses. Even with my reading glasses, I can't read that little writing.
Darn 51-year-old.
Yep.
Old ass.
Yes.
Popping in on the comments, the one and only Stat Man saying woohoo.
Woohoo.
Woo.
But look what you're missing, Stat Man. We got a full panel.
Let's get into it, Andrew.
We got Mrs. Leonard saying hello, gentlemen.
Gentlemen. She must not know us very well.
Wow.
She's polite, if nothing else.
I've been called a lot of things. Gentlemen, never once.
Josh Maldonado. He says, "Duh Bears."
Yeah.
Statman says thank you, and Victor says, "What's up, fellas?"
What's up?
What's up, Vic?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, Andy. I think the Statman should have had his wife take his place tonight.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, you same flex.
You say he's under the weather, no
Oh,
fires,
turn
right?
your camera back off. Turn it off. Put the wife on the screen. Exit the room. Thank you.
Real quick,
I'm here all week.
just a reminder, if you have not yet done so, please subscribe, like, and share to our YouTube channel. We are currently at 196 on our way to that 500 mark. So growing.
Hey, there she is. It's Mrs. Leonard.
Hey, how's it going?
Damn, Dan.
That's much better.
Wow.
Get him. Do the ventriloquist thing. Like, he can say what he wants, but it's only if you can lip read and project. Otherwise,
Dan,
don't
is
want
the
to
Giants
see him.
going to win this weekend, Dan?
Upset special.
See, no lip reading needed. He's got a dry erase board.
Yeah, great.
One other thing, this is normally Statman's spot, but he's not here. So, the giveaway. We are still working on that, getting a lot of people coming in for the giveaway on New Year's Eve to get your hands on the autographed DeAndre Swift mini helmet, autographed Matthew Stafford mini helmet, and a autographed DeAndre Swift jersey, which I don't know if you got that right with you there, Dan. You got that jersey on hand?
Stop talking about people that aren't here.
He's right up there, buddy.
Blow me, Dom.
Hey, Dom, you've been the disappearing fan for a few weeks. I wouldn't talk too much crap.
Dan, you'd blow me to get rid of that Kenny Galladay contract, wouldn't you?
Oh,
No.
We
No. Hey, listen, next year, you want to bet? Like, we can make a friendly bet. I bet you should bet me because either you win the dollar amount or you get a great season. I bet you Kenny Galladay 1,000 yards next year. Bet you.
I'll take that.
I can't lose. You can't lose.
With who at quarterback?
In a Giants uniform, he's going to get 1,000 yards.
Fuck
Yep.
no. I don't think he's
Yes.
going to play 5 games next
If he plays 14 games, he'll get 1,000. I promise. If
I
he
don't know
plays
about
14
that one.
games,
That's asking a lot.
Hey, wait.
1,000
Wait.
yards and 14.
He only
that ain't
played
shit.
14
That's like
games.
55 yards.
He
a
only
game.
played 14 games, what, once or twice? And both times it was 1,000 yards.
Yeah, but you had Stafford, though.
Have you seen our quarterback situation?
It's
You
not.
had
He had Stafford for
Wait,
1.5
wait. But Daniel Jones isn't that bad, you said.
Oh,
Daniel
my
Jones
goodness
isn't
gracious.
that bad, but our offensive line sucks, so nobody's going to be good behind those players.
Hey, you want to talk about offensive
Daniel
lines,
Penny?
Dan?
Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's got you. He's got you.
Wow.
I know.
Jacksonville's O-line is really bad as well.
I know, Dan.
All right.
Thank you.
He's
Thank
he's
you.
a closet
Thank you for showing
Lions
the
fan,
Swift
this
jersey.
Dan.
That was both of them.
The Matthew Stafford mini helmet is the chrome style, and it's the Eclipse version of the DeAndre Swift helmet.
Nice.
Bolt fan 44 says, "Hey guys, sorry I missed watching. It went away.
Yep.
I accidentally clicked it off. My bad.
You were supposed to announce it, but I just took. Hey, Bolt fan 44 said, "Hey guys, sorry I missed watching yesterday's show. I've been sick the last couple days. Me too.
Hey, help you
But
out.
I'm
Keep
here.
better.
You're here.
Hey.
Thanks for tuning in, Bolt fan." Josh Maldonado says, "Have no line at all. No O-line at all.
Absolutely.
Chicago? Sure don't.
Absolutely.
Uncle Bud.
Yes, Uncle Bud.
Uncle Bud in the house saying full house tonight. Yes, sir, we do.
Yes, sir.
Not that it would or could happen, but what if we had this
And
O-line healthy and Matt
That would
Stafford?
be the one and only Cass Jones saying, "What's up, fellas?"
Odell, you here?
What's up?
And there's
OBJ
Crazy Ken,
Jr.?
my dad, the old man in the house.
Yeah, where you at, Chicken Nugget? You were supposed to be on the show.
He
Come on,
said
man.
chicken
Last
nugget.
night he said he was
Chicken
going to be
nugget.
there.
He
That's
said
his
earlier
name.
in the
Can we
comments
fit
that
9
he's
people
on
in
the
here?
show tonight.
I can fit up to 10.
Well, then
in
let
here.
me fix that.
Oh, you got the okay. First topic. Let's go.
Nope.
Around
You
the
guys do
horn.
the topic. I'll be right back.
Not
Okay.
yet. I'm not doing topic yet. Dan,
Boobies.
we did something new with the giveaway, and I was hoping you would let everyone know what we're doing.
Yes. For the giveaway, you have to be entered before noon on Friday. But for anybody that you refer to the group and that subscribes, tag them in the post, and when they share their screenshot, you'll get an extra entry into the drawing.
Nice.
Oh,
That
so
started-
it's rigged.
That started yesterday.
So it's
No,
rigged.
man, I figure if I'm spending money on a jersey for somebody, they can freaking get some people to freaking hop in. Be
It's
real
rigged.
about it. Shit. Nope, random.org.
Hey.
It'll be random live.
Hey, Orange, you glad?
Nobody can do
Orange,
it.
you glad?
And last thing before we get to
Orange.
the topic for tonight, I asked people if they wanted any kind of birthday shout outs to please let me know, and we did get one. So I'm going to bring it up. Sherry Bordeaux would like to wish Jim Bordeaux Sr. a happy birthday on January 8th. So let's wish
Thank
Jim Bordeaux
you.
Sr. a happy birthday.
I'll put the
Happy
better hat
birthday.
on.
Thank you, Sherry. Topic number 1, or the only real topic, really. We had another one, but it kind of got put in something else. So, what impact did John Madden give in your football life
Have.
as a fan?
It was supposed to be have.
Have as a fan. Sorry, I put it in how it's typed.
I know you do.
JB, why don't you start, buddy?
Well, it's all started watching him as a coach and then going on to when he started doing commentating, which I believe he started on CBS with Pat Summerall. And the last game that he did, this one has a big impact because it's a funny story. It was Kansas City versus Washington Redskins. Reggie Rucker, a linebacker, intercepts the ball, starts blowing past everybody, and he's going, Rucker's doing this, and he's zigging out. Look at that fucker go! That was the last game John Madden ever broadcasted on CBS.
Wow.
Priests and old ladies, JB, you dickhead.
Hey, that's a quote. I had to quote it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
Yes, he did. Yes, the fuck he did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dan,
Yeah, the same as probably everybody else that's not 100 years old like JB. We all played the video games. And that's pretty much where we all fell in love with football outside of like growing up with your parents, your grandparents. That thing brought more fans to the game of football than any game watching media or any of that shit ever has.
Yep. Interesting
Plus,
fact.
JB's name of plays and stuff too, and defenses. Just saying.
Your lame parents, not ours.
Wait a minute. Here's an interesting fact about the Madden football game. It originally was a coin op that was released first, and that was in 1988 that went to arcades.
I played it in
1991
the arcade.
Yep, it was 7-on-7 football. It stayed the same in 91 when it went on the computer, and then they didn't have a 92 version.
No, they went to 93.
Correct.
hey, listen up, real quick. Everybody, try to keep your turn. Try not to interrupt.
Oh, my bad.
Everybody. Go
Yeah,
a little quicker.
Jeremy,
Dom,
Woody, you
Yes.
go. Then me.
you're up, Woody.
It's the whole sort of.
Well, I wasn't really. I was born in '76, so I didn't get to.
You're
watch,
old.
Yeah, I know. Watch John Madden coach the Raiders and stuff. But when I was growing up and watched the Thanksgiving Day games, he made it more interesting. Him eating the drumsticks, and it was. But
Turducken.
but the Madden football games, it was awesome. So he is a legend, but like I said, the most I liked about John Madden was the Thanksgiving Day football games.
Dom,
I have almost nothing to add. Like, obviously the video game, and yeah, Thanksgiving games, and for me, he's arguably the best color commentator ever. Go ahead, Big Dan.
Yeah, for me, it'd be the Thanksgiving Day games. I've told some of you guys this before, but one thing about Madden that stuck out with me was he would always measure how hard an O-lineman worked by measuring the butt sweat with the telestrator.
One thing,
Yeah.
not to interrupt, but last thing I'm going to say. John Madden said the one thing that I've ever heard about NFL football that was more accurate than anything else I've ever heard about NFL football. You play one down in the NFL and your body's never the same. Go ahead, big newbie.
Yeah, John Madden pretty much influenced me because I was watching football with my uncles, and pretty much my first game was Madden 93 and 94. When I first got my first Sega with my little cousin, I always played with, I always been a fan ever since. And then also with the turducken as well.
hey, big newbie, can you bring your camera up so it's facing you a little better?
Can I add something quick?
Sure.
I heard something that was amazing. John Madden would never fly. He would ride on his bus all the time.
That's true.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah,
Patriots
shout
Media.
out to you for saying that.
And then what's that?
Obviously-
Yeah. Go
Fuck
ahead.
that guy.
Obviously, the
He
whole
has
video
nothing to
game
say.
thing. My favorite moment of John Madden is going to be obviously Super Bowl 36, where he tells, he's saying on the broadcast, I think Belichick should play for every time. They got to shut it down. And All that was a pretty cool moment for that I remember. That was like the first one of the first moments as a little kid that I remember of John Madden, and one of his biggest moments. And then obviously, like you guys said, I think he was the best announcer calling the game. He made the games more fun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say. I mean, you guys all pretty much hit it on the spot. I just remember John Madden and Pat Summerall, like those two. That combination, there's no other combination that will ever be better than those two together. Growing up, that's all I remember listening to.
Plus on those
Aikman,
first,
Joe Buck, nobody will ever match up to those two.
100% facts.
not even close.
Yep.
Not even close. Like there's
And
no one else
there-
even on the podium.
We got Mrs. Statman saying, "What's up, guys? Sorry I'm late."
Send her
It's
the
okay.
link, Andy.
No problem.
Send her the
We're
link.
sending it.
Don't be
Amanda,
sorry,
we're
just
sending-
don't do it again.
We're sending you the link. No, we don't got Statman, so we need a fill-in. King SJ says, "Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Hope you all enjoyed the holidays. R.I.P. Madden."
Thank you, King SJ. Absolutely.
Well,
Rest
John
in
Madden.
peace, John Madden.
One of the news topics. that I
John
put
Madden,
in-
the last good coach that the Raiders ever had.
No.
I liked Art Shell, but he got blackballed.
One of the-
Gruden was a good coach.
Art Shell was Mike Singletary before Mike Singletary was Mike Singletary as a coach. In the Bay. In the Bay.
What's the guy that won the Super Bowl as a player and a coach?
It's the stat
That used to
man.
coach the Raiders?
Hey,
Rich Gannon.
Andrew.
No, this guy played and won. He was, I believe he might have been the first player and the first guy to be a player and coach to win the Super Bowl.
All right, one
Jim
one
Harbaugh.
second.
Oh, wait. He didn't win a Super Bowl.
Hey,
Oh,
wait.
Here we
Guess
go.
what else he's not winning?
Hey, Dom. Let's
college
let
football
people talk
playoff
instead
game.
of. Let's let
Sorry.
people
Go ahead,
finish
go
their
ahead, go ahead,
thoughts
yeah.
and quit interrupting. Please.
Don't tell me what to do. You
I said please. I asked you.
Well,
Zip
we
it,
got
lock it,
we got
put it in your pocket.
Statman is in the house. Statman is joining us. What's up, Statman? How you
Hey,
feeling,
doing
buddy?
all right, man. Feeling better than I did this morning. Pretty rough
Good.
this
Tell
morning.
me about your hat.
Ugh, I like that.
Dope. Where'd you get that?
Lids.
Super dope. Lids?
Yep.
Liz
I'm
always got
thinking
something like
of
that.
Tom Flores
Hey.
is the guy I'm thinking of.
Hey JB, we are full, and Chicken Nugget is backstage.
You can't add a 10th because I thought we could have 10. Did they change it?
Kick Dan out because F
I just
Dan.
tried. Oh, it let me this time.
There he is.
There we go.
All right.
What's up? What's
Not
up? What's
even a
up? How y'all
Lions
doing, man?
fan.
There we
Hey,
go.
good
We
chicken
got
nugget.
a
How's
full
it going,
panel.
man?
And
All right.
I've
The only
never
people
seen
we
this
haven't
before.
heard about.
Jersey. Eat a dick.
Wait. The only people we haven't heard from about the topic about John Madden and the impact he had on your football fandom was first the stat man, please. What do you think about that?
I mean, he had an impact on a lot of young kids, especially my age. You know, growing up in the video game era. I'm 34, so Madden was the football game to play if there was one to play. Madden was also an iconic voice on TV. You'd watch the games, especially the Thanksgiving game. I always remember him broadcasting the games, Super Bowls. I mean, the guy is just a legend. So there's not much more you can say about the guy.
All right. Thank you, Statman. Chicken Nugget.
What I will say is that he is an iconic man. Very iconic man, very smart man. He knew the game of football in and out, and there will never be another one like him. And my best memory of him being a kid, was watching him on Little Giants. When he would
Yep.
actually help the Little Giants,
Yes.
Yeah.
win the game against
Movie.
the Cowgirls and whatnot. But there were many Cowgirls. But other than that, I would like to say that he was a great guy, fantastic guy for TV. and there will never be another John Madden.
On a final note here on that, I think I remember hearing or seeing something, may have been a documentary, that he would sit and he'd have a bunch of screens going and have all the games going that were on Sunday all at one time. I think that was pretty awesome how he just kept up with it that entire time like that.
I got one little tidbit to add. My best movie quote from Madden was from The Replacements, and that was the one that it was when the offensive lineman. When the offensive lineman scored a touchdown, he goes, "You know what I like about when a fat guy scores a touchdown? You get a fat guy dance."
He was like, he's over there necking with the cheerleader.
Yeah. All right. I think we're up to.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The Replacements.
Great
Keanu
movie.
Reeves as a pro quarterback. Johnny Utah.
Crazy Ken
Shane
says
Falco.
Different movie.
Flores sounds
Johnny
like-
Utah
Different
was
movie,
a
but
point
Johnny
blank, man.
Johnny Utah, different Keanu Reeves movie, also a quarterback.
Point
Yep.
blank is that movie.
Yep.
Point blank.
Point Break.
Yes. Oh, I said I corrected myself.
Where's
Well,
all that
one-
screaming coming from?
Right.
I know where
Background.
it's coming from. Background.
Mm.
At Dom's house. Well, half of my news tonight was actually the John Madden topic, so we're not going to do that part.
Sorry.
But we are. See, what happened was I made some stuff and then didn't read JB's topics he sent in until after I was done. So,
Can't read.
bam. But number one in the news right now, just taking a look at the COVID watch. Record 96 NFL players test positive. That makes 521 NFL players who have tested positive in December.
In December.
476 of them since December 13th. For context, 428 players went on the reserve COVID list all of last season. NFL Players Association, this is on December 28th. The NFL Players Association modified COVID-19 protocols. The NFL and the NFLPA have agreed to reduce the quarantine time from 10 days to 5 days for players who are asymptomatic, regardless of their vaccination status. Players who have recently tested positive will be eligible to play this coming weekend, bearing any symptoms.
Barring.
Thank you. So,
You're welcome.
JB, just a big thing right now.
Yeah, and with the cases coming up, I agree with the lessened quarantine time if they're asymptomatic and they have a negative test. I get that. What I don't agree with is if you're vaccinated and you had COVID once, now you don't have to get tested anymore. I don't agree with that because they said that the league is 90% vaccinated, so that leaves only like 10% out of how many? Is it 2,148 players? Is that on the active rosters, if I remember right? So if you do that math, most of the people that have gone to the COVID reserve has been vaccinated players.
Yeah, and I think that rule is not only for the NFL. I just seen something today where one of the schools brought theirs down to like 5 days or something like that. So I don't get it.
It's from the CDC. The CDC just changed it. They're trying to make it seem like the vaccination's working, I think.
Yeah, well, yeah. Dan, what's your thoughts, buddy?
Yeah, I have no thought on this. I have no decent comment that I would be comfortable saying.
Moving along.
Oh, yep. Big Dan.
Big
You're
Dan's
muted.
muted.
Yeah, he's definitely muted.
My bad. Yeah, this COVID thing, man, I've had it a couple times, and to me, it just seems like it's like the common cold. Like I've had it a few times, and I think if players are able to play, they should be able to.
All right. Patriots media, what do you think?
I think they should have the same protocols as last year. Don't change it up. Last year they did pretty good with not having people get test positive. Obviously, here and there's going to be a test that goes positive, but for the most part, last year I thought they did a pretty good job, and this year they just kind of let everything get out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the numbers, we already this year in the month of December alone, I think it said surpassed the entire year last year. So
Right.
Big Newbie, what's up, man? What do you think?
I mean, I kind of agree. I see it from both sides, but I kind of see from Big Dan's point of view. Because like, if you can play, you can play. But also, it's like it's so many cases going on because it seems like the cases got worse after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Like,
You can't contain a virus. I mean, people are going to get sick with this stuff, you know.
Yeah, I'm like the cold and flu, but it's like I just like as long as you make sure you're 100% healthy and enough to play, I would say let them play.
All right, Woody, what's your take?
Like I said last week, I mean, let them play. I mean, what are they going to do? Like, this COVID thing is this serious. It's going to hurt these playoff teams if these players get it. I mean, you're going to have to keep these guys in a bubble, when they get to the playoffs and stuff like that. I mean, my true feelings about this is that everybody's going to get it. It's just how your body reacts to it. So you might as well let them play. You played over half the season, 3/4 of the season. All fans are in the stadium. Let them play. I mean, what's going to happen? So that's just my intake on that.
Dom, what's your take?
Stop testing asymptomatic players. Go ahead, Statman.
I feel like, we've had all these cases reported in the NFL. How many of them are actually hospitalized due to it? Anybody know?
At this point, all the vaccine is for is to keep you out of the hospital.
So there hasn't been any hospitalization due to the COVID positive test, correct?
Not that we've heard. So.
Yeah,
vaccinated or unvaccinated.
Then,
they'd report it. If an NFL player went to the hospital with COVID, damn well we'd hear about it.
Well, I say I agree with Dom there. Stop testing symptomatic players. God,
you got it.
I cannot
Third
talk.
time's the charm.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Words are hard.
And then on top of that, if they're able to play and it's not bothering them that bad, where they're sitting there vomiting on the sideline or pooping their pants, you know what I mean, or feeling any symptoms from it, they should be playing. Because regardless, you're going to catch it eventually anyway. And if you're vaccinated, it should protect you. So
yeah, you won't die.
Okay.
Chicken nugget.
3 things: health, 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 health. Make sure that you work on your health and stay right, and keep. I see you put like 5 fingers.
Should have said 6. That would have been. That's a multiple of 3. But keep going.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just skipped numbers, so I mean, whatever. But anyways, I would say that it's important to go and get vaccinated if you're, trying to stay away from people and not going out too much, because all these people going out too much kept caught it and kept getting it. And I don't think the players should get it. You know what I'm saying? I think they should just stay healthy and stay on key and go get vaccinated and stay vaccinated, so that way they won't have to deal with COVID-19. And the the protocols are right. It's good to have those protocols and letting the players know that, look, if you got it, then you stay out. If you don't got it, then you can play. So
just out of curiosity, not trying to get political, but there's 10 of us. How many? Raise your hand if you have your shot. 1 or 2.
Yeah, I had my shot too. I have like 2 shots.
Dan doesn't. Yeah. Jeremy, no.
Maybe if it was actually a vaccine and it wasn't just fucking gene therapy. An actual vaccine, like the smallpox vaccine, prevents you from getting it. This is supposed to change your DNA so that it fucking
I know.
With it.
Yeah.
Not until there's more testing.
I only went and got it so it couldn't keep me out of concerts.
No,
I want to my wet ass home.
Yep. I want to bring something up kind of off of what Statman said, then we can move on from this. But how many people, when they get COVID, get hospitalized for COVID? Why aren't any of the NFL players hospitalized?
Because they're in better health. They're in better physical shape.
They're healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's number one. And the ones that get hospitalized are either under the age of 10 or over the age of 55.
Or has a fake vaccination card.
Or
I mean, you're talking about men, like athletes in the prime of their life, in pretty much the best age group for people to not, like NFL players that even if they're not vaccinated and get COVID, it's like a cold.
COVID isn't cold. That's the fucking thing. It's not even like the virus that gets you. It's the fucking pneumonia that it causes that gets you. That's it.
Well, it's people that are not in the good age group and not in the best shape.
I feel
but
like
anyways, moving along.
Eventually, right now, nowadays, you get your flu vaccine. No one questions the flu vaccine normally. You just get it. As time went on, that's kind of what happened. I think as time goes on, that's how it's going to be with COVID.
Not once, and I've never had the flu.
Is like
everybody's had the flu.
No, really recently.
Flu, but I won't get a flu vaccine. What for?
I have never had the flu since the vaccine came out.
Victor says it's like 70 degrees here. COVID not bad where I'm at. Yeah, I think the warmer temperatures definitely.
Yeah, helps it out.
No, actually, other way around. Like 70 degrees, that's a breeding ground. 70, 80 degrees, that's where a virus will stay active, when you sneeze on your kitchen sink for 3 days.
Why are hospitals kept at 65 degrees or cooler? Because germs don't breed well under 65 degrees.
It's just like the grocery store.
At nurses' nipples.
That too.
Also, are viruses kept in freezers to keep them alive longer?
Yes.
Good point. Facebook user says, "Sup, fellas." Josh says, "I'm not from COVID."
No, not from COVID.
Not from COVID.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Victor says, Josh says, "I agree, Dan." Crazy Ken says, "Done deal."
Don't ever agree with Dan.
And Victor says, "We have lowest numbers."
Actually, Australia has the lowest numbers, Vic, because they don't fuck around like we all did.
Wait,
it's an island for convict from Europe.
New Zealand. New Zealand has not had one reported case. Why? Because as soon as it started, they shut down their borders.
Like we should have done, but we were stupid.
Because it's an island the size of a third of Michigan off the coast of Australia.
But they were smart enough to say, screw it.
Well, sure. An island, you shut it down. No COVID coming in. No COVID going out. Fuck going out.
North Korea, when they had their one case, they shot the dude in his head, burned his body, and hey, no more fucking COVID there.
What was it?
We did have one reported case when we shut down our borders. And then I don't know if you remember, but everybody's freaking out about us shutting down our borders so soon.
Yep.
We should have been stricter. I don't care what they say.
Well, let's take a look at the playoff picture.
Playoffs.
Boom. So, Packers, Cowboys, Rams, Bucks, Cardinals, all pretty much clinched a playoff spot. And in the hunt right now are the 49ers and Eagles. On the bubble for the NFC, we have Washington Saints, Vikings, and Falcons. Over in the AFC, Chiefs clinched the playoffs. Then we have 6 teams that are in the hunt. Titans, Bengals, Bills, Colts, Pats, and Dolphins. On the bubble, we have the Ravens, Raiders, Steelers, and Chargers. JB, a lot of clinching going on over in the NFC, which we all kind of thought was going to happen. Just one team in the AFC. What are your thoughts on the picture this week?
Your earwax and my earwax.
Well, the 4 division leaders that are clinched are kind of who I picked to clinch at the beginning of the season. The ones that are in the hunt are the ones that are able to keep winning. I mean, that's all it boils down to. As long as they keep winning, they're right there. They're not going to go anywhere. what has to happen is those bubble teams has to beat one of those teams above them in order to get in. And I don't see it happening because they're not playing consistent enough. That's why they're on the bubble.
Good hot take.
Yeah, it's not a hot take. It's a real take.
I'm not surprised by any of those teams right now. Not at all. That's my take on it.
Thank you, Dan.
Good hot take.
Big Dan.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by anything either. I don't see much changing there unless, like, let's say Green Bay loses out to Detroit at the end and then Dallas slips up to the 1 seed. But other than that, nothing will change.
All right. Patriots. Media. What's up, buddy? What are your thoughts?
Obviously, the big game is going to be the Steelers and the Browns because whoever loses that game is going to be officially eliminated. And then, I don't know, the NFC to me is weird, or the AFC is weird to me. Anybody from 2 to 10 seems like they can win the AFC this year or play Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. That's just kind of the year it is. But the Dolphins look like they could make it. Obviously, my Patriots, if they win this week, they clinch a playoff berth. So, looking forward to that.
All right. And speaking of the Dolphins,
Yes.
well, to me, they're one of the more surprising teams over there coming up, kind of out of nowhere. What are your thoughts, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, I agree, especially with the NFC. Only thing I probably see changing maybe is the Arizona-Dallas game. I feel like Arizona might beat Dallas just to put Tampa Bay number 2 seed. We all don't want to see that. Other than maybe the Packers might lose last game of the year, but I mean, other than that, I don't see anything else changing in the NFC. Now for the AFC, I see a lot of changes because I mean, you can see the Chiefs beating the Bengals, or lose to the Bengals. I mean, the Patriots making the playoffs. I mean, even my Dolphins, we got the Tennessee, and then New England in the last 2 games of the year. So it's like everything's gonna be tricky trying to fit in. But I agree with Patriots media about the Steelers Browns. Boozer is pretty much basically gone.
All right. Thank you, buddy. And let's go over to Woody.
Well, like I said, Packers right now, most consistent team in the NFC. I am surprised with I know Dallas would win that division, but I'm impressed with their style of play because I think it was a couple years ago that the Cowboys were number 1 in offense, but didn't make the playoffs. So that means their defense, but their defense is coming up strong, especially with Micah Parsons. I mean, I think he's 3rd in the league in sacks. The AFC, like I said last week, my surprise team to get in maybe into the Super Bowl might be Indianapolis. They're great running game, great defense. It's going to be a fight to the finish in the AFC, but NFC, it's just hard to say right now. Arizona's faltering. Packers, you know what they do in the NFC Championship game. The Tampa Bay, I would be worried about, but with the loss of Fournette and Godwin, it's going to be tough for them. But we'll see. But my surprise team in the AFC, is going to be Indianapolis.
I agree.
Same here.
Go over to Dom.
I'm still sticking with my original prediction. The NFC, it's Rodgers as long as Stafford can beat Brady in the playoffs because Rodgers can't. Like NFC title game looks like Rodgers and Stafford, so it's Rodgers. AFC, it's KC unless the Bills can beat them. No one else in the AFC matters at all. Like they'll someone or anyone will try to force Mac Jones to beat them with his arm. He can't. That's it. It's Bills or Chiefs. Bills or Chiefs and Rams, Bucks, or Packers in the NFC.
Victor
The
said-
man of
okay,
stats. Victor says in us.
I'd say in the AFC right now, Tennessee is going to be the scariest team going to the playoffs. They get Derrick Henry back. Nobody could stop him when he was playing. So good
Forgot
luck on the
about
AFC side.
Forgot
And
about
A.J.
that.
Brown is playing lights out. So Tennessee is my pick from the AFC. I see them in Kansas City in the AFC Championship. And Green Bay, everybody knows it. They've been the most consistent team in the NFC all year. Green Bay Packers. And I think the only team that can knock them out is Stafford and the Rams. But I don't see it happening.
Me neither.
Chicken Nugget, are you still in there?
Yeah,
What do you think?
I
buddy?
am. Are we talking playoffs?
We are.
We're
Yeah.
talking playoffs.
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Let's be surprised if we can win a game.
Yeah, the NFC, it's definitely, a done deal pretty much. Every team on that playoff bracket looks real good on the NFC side. The AFC side, it's going to be so much changes. I do see a lot of hardworking teams trying to get through and beat the Chiefs or, run through the Patriots. But other than that, I do think the one sneakiest team that could get in the playoffs is the Browns.
Browns.
They can run the ball, and their defense is good.
Their quarterback's not.
I was gonna say
Doesn't
Pittsburgh.
matter. Trent Dilfer has a Super Bowl ring.
Oh,
when
boy,
he's
here we
hurt.
go with
Whoa,
Trent
whoa,
Dilfer.
whoa, whoa.
Oh, my God.
Time out,
Yeah,
time out.
whoa,
Yep,
whoa.
now it's
Ben
starting a debate now.
Roethlisberger with a worse performance at quarterback has the Super Bowl ring. Two of them.
You just said Trent Dilfer with the 2000 Ravens, which is arguably
Run-
the second best
Run
defense
game,
in history.
defense. Nick Chubb and
Special
Kareem Hunt are better than Jamal Lewis. And that defense,
That defense kept that team in the Super Bowl. I don't know what anybody else would thought, but the Ravens 2000 team was good. They were decent on defense.
You
Nick
look at
Chubb
that.
and Kareem Hunt are better than Jamal Lewis. Tell me the Ravens' number 2 running back that year. Tell me. It wasn't Kareem
Claude Henry
Hunt.
Schmoot.
Their defense was good though. The Ravens' defense was good that year.
Very good. So is
Ravens'
Cleveland's
is
defense.
amazing. Cleveland's
Probably the best
right now
defense
is
we've
nowhere
seen.
Near the level that the Ravens' defense was, and nobody can even put that even close. Ed Reed, Ray
Sure.
Lewis,
Yeah,
But their run
Cleveland's
game is
defense is
better.
nowhere. Yeah.
Fuck on.
Better.
You're on fucking crack.
Hey,
It's a pass.
that's
It's
what-
a pass game.
I
now.
gotta ask Dan. I'm gonna ask Dan a question.
The
Wow.
run game, not the
Who is
defense.
a better
I'm
quarterback in the
surprised
Super
the
Bowl?
flag didn't come in, man.
Trent Dilfer or Sexy Rexy?
They both were horrible.
Well,
but I'll
Rexy
actually go
didn't
with Rex
win
Grossman.
one.
Oh, geez.
Well, Trent
That's a tough
Trent
choice.
Dilfer didn't win one anyway. It's their defense that won that game, even though he got the ring.
I'm saying like he owns a ring. He doesn't deserve it, but neither does Peyton Manning for his second one.
True.
It's Eli and it's Eli and Eli's brother for me.
Well, just like the Giants Patriots Super Bowl, they gave Eli the MVP. It should have been the Giants defense, because when you give 14 points up to Tom Brady, it's your defense that won that game.
Yes.
You can't give an MVP to a whole unit. You can't.
Which they should. They should start doing it.
I
agree
agree.
with you 100%.
Yeah, we all agree
100%.
with that. But if you
Mhm.
look at
And
it,
that
no-
catch-
You could even like you could give it to a position group. You could be like, the
Right.
Giants D line or
And that
linebackers or defensive backfield.
And that catch would have never been possible if it wasn't for David
It could
Tyree.
be like the turducken. The helmet.
Chicken Nugget, that Plexico catch would have been possible too, because no matter what anybody says, Harrison was freaking pass interference all over
Oh,
the
the
place.
Hey,
Giants and days
that-
of yore.
That catch shouldn't have happened if Asante Samuel would have intercepted that easy ball going out of bounds.
I-
That
That's
game
why
should
you're
have
a
been
Or
corner,
that catch
not a
wa-
wide receiver. No
Right.
hands.
No, yep.
hand.
Or that catch would have.
For most
Or that catch
examples,
would have
Steve
never
Smith.
happened if it was 5 years later, because it would have been freaking in the grasp.
Steve Smith
I
was
will
a
say
Kyle
this.
Diesel corner with hands.
Eli
Asante
Manning
Samuel
had
dropped
better
that
stats in
easy
the Super
interception.
Bowl than Troy Aikman.
Troy Aikman is a turd burglar.
I know.
Hey, I just want to
Wow,
put
that's
this
a
out
new
there.
one.
Hey,
Third
Hold on.
most,
At least he's a
third
lot
most
better.
overrated
At
Hall of
least he's
Fame
a
quarterback
lot-
ever. 1 is
At
Joe
least-
Namath. 2 is Terry Bradshaw. 3 is
Troy
Troy
Aikman.
Aikman.
Hey, well, at least he's better than the guy that says,
It's
well,
L.
here's the
You gotta
guy.
do this. That's a T. That's a L. You're doing this.
We're
That's
getting-
a L. That's a T. T-L. T-L. LT?
Okay. Anyway,
Hey, to be honest, Troy Aikman
Talking
is
about
actually
all-time
JB's twin
linebackers
brother.
that smoke crack? LT.
Hey,
Time out.
time out. There's other people. There's people trying to talk that aren't getting
Sorry.
a chance to talk. So we gotta
Yep.
try to let people talk. Dan,
I just want to put this out there for Patriots media. 18-1.
Oh boy.
With you. Greatest team ever, minus a Super Bowl.
Granted, I would have liked Randy Moss to get a ring, but
Shula and them
Would that
got
be the-
real nervous. They're like, oh, we can't crack the champagne at the end of the regular season. They knew. You're not winning. Not winning.
my question here: Chargers in or out?
Ow.
Out.
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 Too
Terrible
inconsistent.
performance last week. Terrible
When
performance
you,
last
when
week.
you get blown out by the Houston Texans, you don't deserve to be in.
Right.
Give me credit though. Justin Herbert is a great quarterback, but Dan was right. You get blown out by Houston, no
That's
way.
why Rodgers isn't going to Denver.
Their good is gone.
It's going to depend. It's going to depend on that Dolphins game or how the Dolphins do. I think it's be between the Dolphins and the Chargers for the 7 seed.
No, it's not. I want it to happen, but I don't see it happening. Because it's going to be a mixture between whatever Pittsburgh does, Miami, New England, because that's depending on New England get the playoff spot this weekend, and maybe the Ravens.
The Ravens are done.
So Chargers, Raiders.
The Ravens lose on Sunday; they're eliminated. From the
Raiders
playoff.
also done.
Chargers, Raiders, Ravens, or Steelers. Any of those teams make it in?
I don't think so. I really don't.
Well, they're all playing each other this week, so
One of
All right.
them.
Vikings, Falcons, Saints.
I think the
Washington.
Chargers are going to be in.
Wait,
Vikings, Falcons, Saints, Washington.
No.
Any of those teams make it?
I don't see it.
one or none.
Vikings,
One.
maybe.
One on a tiebreaker, maybe.
If
None of them belong.
I would say if
why the
any-
if
extra
one
playoff
gets in,
spot
I
is
think it
dumb.
is New Orleans because of their defense.
The extra playoff spot is dumb, other than the fact that it makes those top 2 teams like fight it out for the last week for the bye. Like there's a good chance we're gonna get our 3rd win that we don't even want.
Yeah.
Week 18
Why?
against Green Bay.
If it happens, it doesn't matter. We still have the 2nd pick because the Jets won.
Oh
and the
yeah,
Texans
you're
won.
right. You're right. Okay. All right. Well,
As
yeah,
long as
I'll
the
take that
Eagles
win
don't
against
get in.
Jordan Love.
I don't want the Eagles in. That's all I care about.
I do.
I don't.
I want the
I don't-
Eagles there.
I don't want to. I don't want
to.
I don't want to convince Green Bay once and for all that Jordan Love is trash. So I kind of
we
want to
beat-
lose that game. So Rodgers leaves, and then they don't replace Jordan Love, and then we get to go beat them twice next year.
If we beat
I
Green
agree.
Bay at the last
And
game of the year,
three wins in the 4 games against the Vikings and Chicago,
if we
and then
beat
maybe a couple other wins, and we sneak in the playoffs for absolutely no reason.
Nah, we'll sweep you again next year. Don't worry about that.
if we end up beating the
$100
Packers the
says
last
you won't, sir.
if we end up beating the Packers the last game of the year, Dallas could get that number 1 seed too.
Yep.
No,
So Dallas wins out.
I want Dallas to face the Rams in the first round.
And right now, that's the way it lines up.
Yeah.
No, is it? No, they were supposed to be the 4-5 because the Rams have been the 4 of the 5 like all year.
Yeah, the Rams are 4.
No, they're,
Rams are like 2 right now, I think.
Dallas
yeah, Rams
is
are 2 now.
Dallas is 2.
Oh,
Dallas is
Yeah,
2.
Rams are the 2 right now. Yeah, because
Crazy Ken says
yeah,
I always
it goes
thought
Green Bay, the Rams.
Hanratty. Who's that?
Who?
JB,
Hanratty.
take this one. It's your dad.
I'm trying to read it. I don't understand that name, Dad. I
Me
don't know who
neither.
Dan Roddy is.
Hanratty.
That's the
Is he
first
talking
time
about
I've
Steelers
ever heard that
had
name.
Stallworth and
Ahmad
Swan.
Bradshaw?
Whoa! Steelers had Stallworth and Swan who made some amazing catches. I mean, yeah, it's not called the Immaculate Reception because it was a great pass.
I will give a small amount of credit to the early years of the NFL because there was basically no such thing as pass interference. That's why Night Train's interception record will never be broken, even in a 17-game season. Also, Diggs is trash.
Yeah, I mean,
He's a
he's great
gambler
at
on a hot streak. He's given
Right.
up 1,100 yards. 1,100. 100 for each interception.
Right.
You know who Diggs reminds me of? You know who Diggs reminds me of?
Dre Bly.
Marcus Peters.
yeah,
that's who
Well,
he
yeah.
reminds
I've been
me of.
Perfect
saying,
analogy.
I've been saying Marcus Peters since week 2 of this season.
Let's look at
2.
let's look at it another.
2.0. Go ahead. go
Okay,
ahead.
can I talk now?
No.
Look at it this
Yes.
way.
No.
Trayvon. Dom. Jesus. Trayvon Diggs, the QBR against him going to the receivers is almost 100. Amani Oruwariye, who only has 6 interceptions this year.
7.
QBR against him,
7.
78.
7.
7 interceptions.
I think it's less than that.
It's 78.
With
That's
7
huge
picks.
difference
Yeah.
with only 7 picks.
7 and 78 versus 111. I'll take the guy that isn't burnt toast other than those 11 plays. He's got a few pass breakups too.
Are we talking about Kevin King
So-
here?
Less than 20. No,
Oh, I
'cause
haven't even brought up Kevin King.
Kevin King has 0 interceptions, maybe 1. Plus he's been hurt.
Oh, you see
That
this?
was
Quincy?
that
Luke said he wants to
Facebook
come
used.
back to Colts in 2020. Do you guys see that today? No,
Yes, I did. It's a fake
I did.
ESPN profile. That's why
Fake?
it doesn't exist.
How old is Andrew Luck?
30.
32.
No, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Was he drafted the year after Stafford? No. He's younger than that. Stafford's only what, 33?
Hey
He was a-
Siri.
Yeah, he's a
was
year
a-
younger than me.
Andrew
old
Luck
is
was the
Andrew
same
Luck?
draft as Russell Wilson.
32
32.
Andrew Luck's the same draft as Russell Wilson.
Yeah, so 32. I was to say,
I mean, he could come back and play probably 5 years.
but after not playing for what is it now, 2 years, 3 years,
2 years.
he would,
Yeah,
he would be
years. Rusty.
the best you could expect out of him is a backup right away.
Yeah.
And I wanted.
I
wanted to
mean, I would
bring up-
let him work his way back and then replace him or replace Goff with Luck after this year coming.
But it was
I
a
mean,
fake,
not really.
it was a fake news thing put out on Twitter. It didn't even come from
I wanted to
Adam
say that
Schefter.
I
There was
didn't-
no blue check mark.
I didn't think he was that
Indianapolis
old.
is my surprise AFC team, even though Carson Wentz is not playing this weekend.
Yeah, Wentz is on
And-
the COVID list now.
And also, Luck, if he did come back, has to serve out his last 2 years of his contract because Indy owns it.
That's a Colt.
Yep.
Yep.
Luck, if he did come back, has
I mean,
I don't
I'm pretty
see it happening, though.
Pretty sure he signed a second contract. I feel like him and his agent and his sponsorships might just buy himself out. I mean, he could or should. Obviously, he's not unretiring, coming back to the Colts to sit, maybe for a year.
Right. And also, they have to agree to let him buy out. They own the rights to the contract. That's how it works. That's why when Calvin Johnson asked not to be traded to be released from his contract, they said no.
Right.
They didn't want him playing for anybody else.
Right. They're not going to let him come back. They're not going to let him come back and replace Carson Wentz.
They can't afford him. They would have to cut one of them. They couldn't carry the cap hit from it.
Exactly.
Right. That's the other thing.
That's a huge cap hit.
Here it is, 1 year later.
The guy that
Andrew Luck, Jim Harbaugh in Detroit.
Nope.
Tell me you wouldn't do it.
Nope, not one bit.
I'll take him in Chicago.
That's like saying I'll take not so stinky trash instead of stinky trash.
JB, your dad is
Chicago's quarterback draft picks have been worse than ours.
Yeah, he was talking about the backup quarterback. He's talking about the backup quarterback for Pittsburgh back when Bradshaw played. I don't know who it is, but
let me talk. It's Terry Hanratty, Hanr.
His name's also Terry.
Atty.
Terry and Terry.
That's who he's talking about.
The two Terrys. Tale of a two Terrys.
Tale two Terrys.
Mm-hmm.
Moving along.
Hey, Statman.
What's up?
You gonna do your thing? What? You feeling up
What
to
thing?
It? You know, the one thing.
You know,
one
that
thing.
That boom.
Your thing.
You gotta be
know
more
what we
specific.
haven't done.
I know
we haven't given up.
I'm just checking
Okay.
with Statman to see if he's gonna sing the song for us tonight.
That ain't what I was talking about.
Oh yeah.
You up to it? All right. JB, shout out to your sponsor, buddy. To our sponsor.
Yes, sir. All right. Special thanks to A1 Tire and Auto Repair. 2 locations to serve you. 945 East Tennessee in Saginaw, Michigan. 1023 Broadway in Bay City, Michigan. We sell new and used tires. Also do custom wheels. Mention this ad. Get $10 off your set of tires.
Thank you, JB. And Statman, if you don't mind.
Check out wearelionsnation.com for all your We Are Lions Nation podcast gear. Get the gear right here.
Yeah, Big Dan.
Oh, you're a poet. You didn't even know what I was going to say. Big Dan's got that smoking hopium hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
Dope. Best GD 212 and 1 team I've ever seen. How entertaining have these games been this year? We got blown out exactly one time. I said, how entertaining have these games been this 1 year?
We've been blown out a total of 4 times. 4 times.
2.
Yeah, but you know what?
Bengals.
Those four times, that 66-yard field goal by Tucker has got to hurt more than those 4 times.
67.
Yep. 66.
I knew when they did the math, I was like, God damn, he's going to kick a 67-yard field goal and beat us.
That long field goal Tucker kick, he should have never got to kick it. But that's
no way, right?
That's here nor there.
Yeah.
Long on effort, short on talent.
Yeah, they missed a false start on that.
Okay. Bolt Fan 44 says, are you guys familiar with Desmond Patman? He plays for the Colts and had his first touchdown against Arizona Cardinals. I went to the same high school as him. Kind of cool. That is awesome.
I don't know that name. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
The one touchdown pass that Boyle threw for us last game was the first of his career.
Yep. His
touchdown
to interception ratio now is 1-4 because he's only played in 2 games in the NFL period.
That interception at the end of the game's got to hurt as well.
Killed us.
It does. He did.
Hurt.
Guys. He just handed it right to that Atlanta defender. He threw it right to him. No wide receivers in the area. Horrible.
And that kept
Atlanta's.
Because
it means we can go beat the Seahawks.
Playoffs
like I said,
alive.
we would. Go beat the Seahawks and win or lose against Green Bay. Like, I don't care. I've seen everything I need to see from this team. Improvement and max effort.
All right, fellas. Well, it is that time of evening where we got to end it.
Oh no.
Before JB does his, before
Man.
Statman does his thing, JB, do your thing.
All right, we all know this time of year can be stressful. Stress, anxiety, depression, many other mental illnesses that are out there that affect so many people. The worst thing you can do is leave behind a legacy of pain and anguish and just question marks over the whole thing. So if you need help, please reach out to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, available 24/7. If you are a vet and having some of the same issues, plus PTSD and all the other ones, please reach out to the Veterans Crisis Line, which is also available 24/7. Because that type of legacy does not need to be left behind for your loved ones, your children, or your friends.
Absolutely. Thank you, JB. Statman?
All right, guys, here's the Lions fight song. Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rah, 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 go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go Lions!
Next
One
year.
pride.
Go Lions!
Hey,
One pride.
I want to thank all of our guests, Chicken Nugget King, Patriots Media, a big newbie, Woody again, the Bears fan, Detroit Dom, of course, and Big Dan. Thank you all for popping in and joining us tonight. Yeah, and everybody else have an awesome night. Remember to spay and neuter your cat so we don't have any more you-know-whats.
Listen here, Bob Barker.
I want to say, Dan, good luck on Sunday, bud.
Oh yeah.
Battle of the losers. There you go. And everybody have a good New Year.
We
You
lose
as well.
Absolutely.
away. Perfect.
Good New Year, Happy New Year, everybody, and thanks for
Hey, Happy
watching.
New Year, guys.
Happy New
I
Year.
want to
New
say
Year.
thank you to the panel for jumping in here. It was a great show.
No problem.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah,